This is, this will be episode 43 of Derek Revolution. Today is a special spin-off episode, as you can tell by the title. This is Flow Urban Derek Uprising. Of course, Urban Dance Uprising is the proper name. This game, now I was doing all of these dance mat games in order of release. However, this one somehow flew under my radar when I was putting this list together, so I will have to update a couple things. For reference, this one came out in November of 2005, which would place it between Extreme 2 and Supernova. So it was actually just a couple months after Extreme 2, so this one would have been paired up with Dance Factory. So yeah, this was before Supernova. I guess, yeah, about 4 years before the last one that I did, which was X2. So we're stepping back 4 years. Oh yeah, the links are on screen. You can watch me dance live, or you can watch these as they come out as episodes on the channel. Those are the links there, live on both channels. The episodes go up on the YouTube channel. It actually has been over a month since I did the last dancing stream. I was doing them weekly or bi-weekly, and they were coming out on the channel, 2 episodes a week for a while. However, I took a break in October because I wanted to put a spooky game up, that being Alien Isolation. So that sort of stopped the DDR schedule, and then X2 would be coming out early November, and now it would be following by this. I've actually also, it's been not only a month like between the episodes coming out, but a month between streams, because I had some physical difficulties, which I will get into as we play for the sake of having something to talk about, because there's not going to be a whole lot to talk about. So let's get rid of those. Let's bring that up. Again, this is Flow Urban Dance Uprising. It is a DDR-like. It is not very different from DDR, like Dancing with the Stars was, so there's not a whole lot of explanation to do. I do just want to get into what makes this different from DDR. So we have all the basic modes here. Street is like your campaign for unlocking stuff. Solo is what we'll be doing. It's just the song list. Versus is, of course, a versus mode where 2 can dance at a time or take turns. Break style is, I don't know really what that is. A breakdance battle? That sounds dangerous. Competition is, of course, like a tournament mode for it. Workout is the same workout mode we've had in all the DDRs. Presumably, I didn't go into it, but do we really have to? It just counts your calories as you play. The tutorial is actually pretty good. I want to go into this real quick, and we're just going to do we'll just go to less than 13. But, and I'm not actually going to play it, I just wanted to show this off. So in all of the DDRs, if you let it just sit for a while, the demo reel does a how to play, and it shows the character standing in the middle of the mat like I am now, and then stepping one time and bringing their foot back. And that is not how you're supposed to play these games, absolutely not. However, this, as we do this tutorial and we watch this person play, it does it the way you're supposed to. Now, I'm not going to do anything tricky like spin around like they are, but it's showing that you do leave your foot where it was. Oh yeah, this also has hand stuff, but I don't think I'll be doing hand stuff. Anyways, I just kind of want to exit this. Can we just exit this now? I just wanted to show that off, that in the tutorial it does show you that you are going to be doing like this instead of bringing your feet back to the middle each time. And I think that's really cool. Can I just start and select to reset? Oh, I can probably just press start. Yeah, I just wanted to come into that to show you this, because that's cool. I like that attention to detail was there. This game will probably take a while to load in between songs because I think it saves every time, whereas on DDR it wouldn't save until you left the dance mode, making things go a little faster. So we'll be watching this loading screen quite a bit, and that is exactly what I'll be talking about, why I had such a break between streams. Also, it is circle to confirm and X to go back, which is generally how Japanese games do it. So I don't know why this game does that, but it was a little hard to get used to when I was doing this on controller. We're going to go into street mode real quick. So you will be choosing a character, and you do unlock characters. I don't have everything unlocked, but I did do like 2 sessions that were like an hour or a bit longer. So we're not going to be playing the base game. There are some things unlocked. I think I have like 10 more songs than what we start with. But whatever the case, you choose your character, you choose your outfit, you put in your 3-letter name, which I'm just Dirk. And in this campaign mode, you start with one area, and there's a bunch of challenges here. And that's pretty much how you unlock stuff, which is really cool. What's really cool about this is, in all of the unlock modes for the previous DDR games, the game forces you to do the first stuff on beginner, which is great for new players, but if you're a returning player, it's really boring because you're doing super easy songs to unlock stuff. So this one you'll see unlocked. Doing the first one gives you access to the next stage. I did this one on expert because I just wanted to try. You unlock a song. There's another song that gets unlocked. Power moves are a thing. You have to do these ones on expert to unlock. As you can see, it says 2 out of 3 unlocked. That's because I did it on medium instead of expert. And you'll select one and it'll give you like 5 to 8 songs depending on what you've unlocked to choose from. And then you can also choose what difficulty you do it on. So you do not have to start the game on easy, which is a thing DDR games kept doing wrong, which I wasn't crazy about. But yeah, you do need to do it on expert to get their power moves, and that'll be a thing I'll get into when we come to it in gameplay. But yeah, you just pretty much play through this. You can't do the next one without doing the first one. You unlock outfits, power moves, custom cue box. That's the judgment squares at the very top, like where the arrows line up. Again, this is just a DDR-like. It's going to play the exact same way, which is great. And yeah, then you unlock the next area. Each area has a character associated with it. So that first one I think is Motion. And then this next one, I didn't do a whole lot. This is just like the next guy. And eventually, like, you unlock costumes for whoever you're playing as, or power moves for, I guess it's Mahogany is the character associated with this one. So you'll unlock like their custom cue, their costumes, as well as like a couple songs along the way. And then eventually you'll get to ones that are characters you haven't unlocked. Like, I don't think I have any for Franklin High. Yeah, I just unlocked that like last night. And after a couple stages, you will unlock the character and then their costumes. So like the unlocking is really good. Every song you do, you get something. Power moves are kind of meh. I don't really care for those, but like it's still nice. You'll get a custom cue box, a song, a costume, a character, or a power move every single song you do. So it's not like every 5 songs you get something like in older DDRs. And again, you can choose what difficulty you do it on. So you could I'm assuming, aside from power moves, unlock everything up to the end of the game on beginner if you want to. Some challenges might make you do higher difficulties later. I'm only on I've only unlocked up to stage 7, and we won't be doing more than that. So this won't be a full playlist like some of the previous ones. It'll be like more than half, but not a whole lot. I didn't want to do too much in this because I am sort of getting back into it and recovering from an injury. But also it's Urban Dance Uprising. Like, do we really care all that much about this particular one? There's like little to no information about it online, and the videos don't cover a whole lot. So this, without further ado, let's get into it. I will be playing, actually I'll play as all the characters at least one time. I guess we should start at the beginning. Is Motion the first? Yeah, Motion's the first. I'll play as each character one time to see their custom cue box, except for the ones that don't have one because I just didn't play their stage that much. That's a cool outfit. Stick to the name Dirk. It wouldn't let me start the game with the dance pad in the second player slot, so the arrows will be on the left side of the screen. I generally try to get them on the right side of the screen, just so they're closer to the camera over here. Oh yeah, my drink for this session is Powerade that's been sitting in my fridge for a long time because I was expecting to do this a lot earlier than I am. It's not even open, so you'll have to give me a moment to open it. Oh, it's all kind of sweaty now, so it's going to be hard to open. I need fabric to put on my hands, so I'll use my PJ pants here. But yeah, I had intended to continue doing this weekly or bi-weekly. And then I thought, I'm going to just interrupt this in October to get something spooky out, because as I had mentioned in a previous DDR stream, I was quite excited for Romulus, Alien Romulus, the movie, so I was playing Alien Isolation. And I just thought that seemed like an appropriate thing to put up during October. So DDR went on hold for a bit. And then I got the injury, so I didn't schedule that because I needed to take a break. That just happened coincidentally. Alright, let's get started. We'll do the first stage and first character. You can see I have 36 songs unlocked, and it tells you that. I believe the case boasted there's 50, so we're going to be short 14 songs. But it's whatever. Let's get started. We'll go on medium. I did do a couple expert songs on controller, but they were like 3 bars on expert. For the most part, this will mostly be medium, which might be about as hard as standard in DDR. Alright, let's see if I have recovered enough to do this well. And we'll be distracted by my Vital bracelet this stream either. I'm pretty much done playing it. So that's her custom thing up there. It's flowers. I hadn't seen it before. So those are power moves. The little electricity things. Oop, stepped off. If you miss them, there's no penalty, but if you land on them, it makes the song harder for a little bit. Man, I got a lot of fines. I was doing like superb on controller like all the time. And I was like, wow, the timing sure is generous. But yeah, I barely got any superbs. Yikes. Oh. No, I just want to proceed, not like exit. But I guess I'm exiting. I wonder if perhaps my dance mat is having a bit of input delay. So there isn't actually a option to change the timing like all the DDRs had. This one just, well, on controller worked right away and didn't really need any syncing issues or anything. Oh, it's going to make me select a level each time? Interesting. Alright, next one. Do this one on medium. Oh, I didn't change characters like I said I would. That was one character, and her actually, no, I think I'm going to stick to that character for now, because as you do better, it, like, changes. And I didn't do very well. Why don't we go ahead and just sort of close that and reopen it in case there's a capture issue happening. Yeah, on control, like, of course, one does better on controller because it's generally easier to play. But my timing was pretty much perfect. I have no idea why it isn't now. Well, I guess it could be the injury I talked about slowing me down, but I'm quite sure it's not that. Alright, I'm going to focus up for this song. Let's see if I do a little bit better. Or if my poor dance mat is on its way out, on its last legs. You only need to last for like 2 more games. Whoop. There we go, see. Wow, I'm doing so poorly. Alright, we gotta focus up. As you can see, I've definitely done better. I had mad skills previously. Oh, it wants me to exit each time? But yeah, it plays a lot like DDR, but like, I feel like a lot of songs, the beat's a little hard to follow unless you're like, unless you've got practice and just played it. Maybe it would help if I turned my volume up. Follow that beat a little bit easier. But you can see that it more or less looks the same as DDR. There's the double ones, like the double steps. We'll go mahogany. Oh yeah, I don't have anything locked as him. It puts a chain between the like linked steps to make it a little more visible. Why don't we go to the elementary? And now we'll move on to the next one. Cake clean. Yeah, I sure hope it is. I wouldn't want to eat it otherwise. That's a dirty cake. Now we're playing as mahogany in the school. But yeah, let's try to focus up. I've turned the let's turn the volume up even more. It's not like it affects it for you guys. All right, I'm gonna focus up. Oh, you lurking? We got some lurkers in chat. Well, see, I definitely did better that time. And like some of the like parts of the song, I was like, oh yeah, I'm nailing it. I'm doing really well. And then like the rapid part, I was like, no, I think I'm still doing really well, but it's not really crediting me for it. Oh, I can continue if I do well. I see. Oh no, now I quit from here. But yeah, so like, I don't know, something's a little bit off. Something's a little bit off. Even when I was playing with controller, I had like those particular parts that had a lot of back and forth felt like it wasn't giving it to me. So while this game does do okay most of the time, there's, well, most of the time as in like 60% of the time, there's still that like 40% that's like, yeah, I don't know about this. It might have benefited from like being able to change the sync or whatever. Let's go back and pick another character. I will be settling on the last character that I have unlocked, which kind of outfits she got. Kind of like her base one. That's cool. We'll move on to the next stage, to the Rag District. And now we're moving on to Taurus. Do this one on medium. So yeah, the reason why there was such a break between DDR streams was I had a pretty bad sciatica flare-up. And normally that's just my back is stiff, and that doesn't really affect DDR streams. And also, it is not because of my DDR streams that I had the sciatica flare-up, so don't worry about that. You see how the song got considerably harder there? So those lightning things that are appearing, they, if you step on those, that is the power move. And they are character locked. It's not like a song-based thing, or just a game mechanic that's always on. So like you'll get all like 3 opportunities per song to do one. If you have that that character's level set completed. So I wasn't like super emphasizing or like focusing on getting those because I didn't really care about that. So yeah, there might not be a whole lot of opportunity to see those, but if you step on it, it just unlocks like a harder path, it calls it, which of course gives you the opportunity to get more points. But we're not in this for points. We're just in this to enjoy dancing. Alright, we'll go back again and switch up characters. So yeah, like if you're, like for example, I don't think I have like any of I didn't do any of Pedro's stage. So playing as Pedro, the power moves won't even show up at all. So yeah, if you have a certain character you like, you'll just be playing as them the whole time. I'm also it's like I'm not noticing the backgrounds at all. Oh, this is the song that I recall because it's catchy. But yeah, so normally it would just be a stiff back and I would just stretch and wait it out. But the sciatica migrated to my left leg, which caused constant pain. First it was just pain when sitting or in certain positions, then it was just a full-time job pain. Oh yeah, that's the base judgment area. If you don't have it unlocked, it just looks like garbage, and like bits of garbage fall off of it as you progress. I kind of like that. It's cool. Pretty easy one. Whoa. Ooh. Forgot what beat we were following. Ooh. Ooh. A bit of a boring song, but it's catchy. One of the things that I guess this does differently from DDR on like the play screen is it shows you like a time, like how much time is left in the song, and you can turn that off. You can actually turn the chains off that link together the double steps. But I just left those things on because that's what kind of makes it different. Also, I don't think there's a health bar. I don't think you can lose. I think it'll just automatically play to the end. I didn't change that. Because before in the DDRs, I would make it so missing steps would take off the minimal amount of health, set it to easy, and then play on standard. But yeah, I don't think there's like a health bar in this. I guess you just play through the whole song, and maybe you do poorly, maybe you don't. Alright, Pedro, your time is up. Menace is kind of cool. Oh yeah, let's go with the bald outfit. Just like me. And we will take her to top of the world. See, this one's only like a minute. Like some are like up to 2 minutes. None of these, but this one's a real quick one. Oh, it is 3 on expert. I'm gonna try it on expert. Again, I'm not very confident on the mat anymore. With how much worse I'm doing on mat than I was on controller. But yeah, the sciatica progressed to my left leg. I got the pain under control after a bit, but then my leg was just kind of numb. It wasn't responding to my brain's commands, so it was lagging behind. It could barely support any weight. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's a fun one, if you can do it well. Yeah, that's like a lower tier expert level. I did not do very well. Only freshness. I got Illmaster before. I was a professional of being sick, presumably. Ooh. Okay. Move on to the next character and stage. So it took my leg quite a while to recover. Even now it's only at like 90%, but it's been at 90% for so long that I think that's just my new 100%. Because sciatica is like a nerve damage thing. Okay, Lollipop is the last character I have unlocked. And then the first character you do unlock, everyone so far has just been the character you have. I think I kind of like a base outfit. But yeah, so it's still not at its best, my left leg. Wonder World, okay. Back up to medium. But yeah, I would do things like I can move this ankle all around, whereas this one was just kind of reacting like this. I can do just fine now, but like I said, I'm not 100% anymore. And I definitely like her area the most because it's pink. She's Lollipop, so she's all like candy focused. Oh, we're not finished. Yeah, it is so unfair that it's not doing as well. Like, I swear, like, I was doing so well on controller. There's my skills on controller, twice as good. But, yeah, maybe it just doesn't like this dance mat. I'm not super sure if my dance mat is on its way out, because we've played, like, what, 10 or 11 games on it so far? And it is an old official dance mat, so it is aged. But it could also just be this game. I'm not super sure. I guess we'll move on to the last stage, Franklin High. Move on down to Shell Toes. Keep up on medium. But like those rapid parts, I'm doing so well, I'm hitting the beat. But like on screen, it's like, no, not quite. So I think perhaps it could benefit from a resync option like the previous DDRs did. It's weird because like all the Western-made games didn't have that and worked. So I have to wonder if it's like a Japanese developer thing. What do you mean fine? I'm nailing it. Okay, I'm getting superb now. I'm actually trying to go a little bit earlier than the beat. No, don't make it any harder. Yeah. Of course I'm doing bad. And this part. I have to like ignore the song and go with the beat in my head. Whoop. Yeah, that sucks. It's kind of hard to gauge exactly how off it is watching the stream because my video is actually slightly delayed. So when I'm pressing on a button, it is out of sync on the screen that the stream is watching, but yeah, it is really rough. Those rapid parts are practically impossible because of input delay. So it took about a month before I could get my leg to where it was, maybe a bit longer. I would do hop tests every day. I would just see how my progress was going, where on my right foot, which was fine, I could do proper hops. But on my left foot, it would either be nothing at all, or I would fall over. Like I just could not send strength to that limb. This is an alright beat. But yeah, right now my ankle actually is kind of sore right now because I also couldn't exercise for a while because of the leg. But yeah, it's mostly recovered now, which is why I'm doing this. I don't think it has anything to do with the poor score performance and timing of this game. I think that is strictly the game. Yeah, see, if I go on beat, I'm gonna go perfectly on beat. And it's just fine. Oh, I'm getting some superbs. Let's make it a little bit harder. Don't miss it. There we go. And then it goes back to normal. Alright, and that's that. Yeah, it was hard to walk on it. Well, actually, I could walk okay on it. It was just being still was a problem. And then just sort of like initiating movement, like getting up and stuff, was a little rough. Oh, mad skills, I'm getting better at. Oops. It's a little weird that it swaps what inputs I have to press to continue. And then it has to save every time. I'm going to take the lid off my Gatorade so I can chug it a little bit faster. Yeah, I've recently got back into exercising. Not doing particularly back heavy stuff, like sit-ups are a lot more minimal than they used to be. Mostly just going for like arms, a bit of core, legs, because I want to get them back in shape. I mean, if we're at the screen, we might as well switch up the backgrounds like every now and then. But I will be staying as Lollipop for the rest of it because I like her arrows. Alright. Do another medium song. So the game that was supposed to be taking this one's place, that was supposed to follow DDR-X2, was DDR and PS3, and it was going to be the last one. But during the break I took, I still wanted to be productive, so I looked up games that I could play that I may have missed, and that's how we found this one. And there will be another one. DDR on PS3 will not be the one following this. There's still another one I added. Come to think of it, I think medium songs in this game might be easier than standard songs in DDR, which again is kind of nice. Oh, it's one of these. So if they look very close together but you do not see the chain, that means it's going to be like those really fast skippy ones. I'm pretty sure when I miss arrows, the character's animation is her flopping on the floor, which I like. Not right now, the flopping she's doing, that is intentional flopping, but they will react to your performance where they just fall and have to recover, which is fun. I can't really comment on the choreography of the dancing. I mean, I got to look at it just a little bit during some downtime there, and it looked pretty good. But the viewer will have to be the judge of that. I don't know how often they're like repeating animations or how competent they are. But yeah, it's going for the whole like breakdancing, urban hip-hop scene. Yeah, I don't like that it wants me to press circle here, and then back here. Just let me press circle both times, or X both times? That's a bit silly. But yeah, it seems like I don't have a health bar at all. I was trying to keep an eye out, but I think you just play through a song and either you suck or you don't. On DDR, I was also doing that, where the song would continue playing even if I lost. But then, once your health bar hits 0, you don't recover health for arrows hit anymore, and you will just get an E no matter what. Okay. Pardon me.